What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are going to test Baelran. And yeah, you heard correctly, we can actually test Baelran in-game. We are on the Pioneer testing server, so everything that you see right here can still change. Keep that in mind. Many heroes have received changes, positive or negative, before they were released. This is really just a testing ground. But we can test this guy today, and this is absolutely huge. Most of the stuff we already saw was like pretty correct. We see there's a 300% bonus max HP, and I kind of want to put this into perspective for you guys, as this guy gains 3 times his HP on top of his normal HP, and he has a normal HP of 213 million, which is absolutely insane. Compared to an Ulmus, we can see 249 million. You would say, okay, it's a little bit less. The thing is though, this guy's a warrior, not a tank, and he gets 3 times this HP on top of that. So he has at over 800 million HP with the bonus HP. Absolutely enormous, absolutely enormous. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me, but is pretty cool. And I wanted to try this a little bit. Then we have one more ability that I don't think they even have shown. This is the Enhance Force, so the Supreme Plus ability. Extra damage from Sanctified Surge can also reduce the max HP of non-boss enemies by 70% of the damage dealt. The extra damage of Sanctified Surge is the extra damage he gets when he's in his celestial form, where he gets extra true damage dealt. And I saw this in the video. I was like, some of those guys have blocked HP bars, but like a Chimera or something, or Natsu attack them, but really it is from him, so that is pretty cool. But the cooler part is, when fighting against boss enemies, this skill does not reduce max HP, instead it causes them to lose 0.7% HP, so we have pure damage there, which really could give him some potential actually against bosses. So it could be really interesting what we get to see there. I'm absolutely looking forward to testing that. For now, we are going to do a little bit of PvP is what I'm after. So, first of all, I want to show you guys a fight against one guy that I met here. So this is just like a regular Celestial team we fight here. This is basically the normal team that we have right here. And we have Roan and Ludovic next to our Baelran. We have Siren on top of that, and this is just like what I wanted to show you. As soon as his HP is full, he really enters into the Celestial form, spreads his wings and starts dealing true damage. So we want to heal him up as fast as possible, which takes quite a long time, I have to say that. Like the Roan emergency potion at the start is honestly quite insane. There we have it. Now he's in the Celestial form. Does deal a fair bit of true damage to every enemy around him, and now he also deals the extra true damage with every single hit. And we can see big swipes with his ult once he can do an ult, which he can't. But I noticed, even at this massive amount of HP, sometimes he's still just deleted. Especially by, somehow by Lily May. Lily May seems to kind of be his arch nemesis Siren here to clean up the rest of us. But like in this situation, yeah, those are like 2 things I want to show you. First, the form that he takes there, and then how he can still be beaten even when seemingly at full HP. And yeah, we can see how much damage the Lily May does against this, which is absolutely enormous. Yeah, kind of insane. Wanted to show you guys, this is something I noticed. So like one of the first impressions that we have right here. Don't really have too much of an explanation right now. I mean, we have Target's max HP. Oh, it's up to 75% of her attack, so can't really be it. But she did an enormous amount of damage. And we can see, still nonetheless, I mean, he tanked also quite a lot. So it's not like it's bad, it's just like surprising to me that once you reach this stage where he has the bonus HP and it's seemingly filled up, that he can still die at that point. And then I had another fight, and this was against Is That Your Real Hair? And I thought this was kind of interesting. The interesting part here really is, I went in kind of with like this same team and doing a very intentional experiment, because what he has on the board is obviously we have a Dunlinger here, and this Dunlinger has Cure Lock active, so that means my heroes are unable to recover HP for others, so my Ludovic or my Roan are actually unable to heal my Baelran. I always forget the name. There is a hero in Idle Heroes called Baelran, which is super close, and I always think it's like Baelran, but it's not, it's Baelran. So I wanted to see how insane it really is in comparison when you fight with Baelran against Cure Lock Dunlinger. So let's take a look at that and get kind of an idea. We can see first of all the potion comes in, doesn't heal anything, so this is already bad. And he is like, he seems at low HP, like that's what always makes you worry a little bit about him, but what he really is like is 100% of his normal HP, so he's kind of healthy at this point. You can see he's healthy enough to take a hit from Athalia, but without further help really, and in face of a Cure Lock Dunlinger without any healers or something around him, he can't really stand against Athalia. So Like, is Cure Lock an absolute counter to this guy? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can see he has 5 million heal there. Where does this come from? Well, the thing is, he has heal by himself. And we can see this right here. He then restores HP equal to 40% of the damage dealt by the active strike. And then we, of course, have the Sanctified Surge as well, where he recovers 2% of HP every second. And 2% of HP, you would think isn't a lot. But the thing is, this is 2% of the 800 million HP. So he has way bigger HP pool than most heroes, so 2% becomes kind of meaningful. If we can play into that with stat buffs a little bit, that is another question, because I mean, of course, where is it? We can show this. We have healing and vitality, so those are kind of interesting. We have here, every point of vitality increases the effectiveness of units received, shields and healing, where he already has 35%, but the question is, can we maybe add more to this? Could this be an interesting way to play him? We can see 20% life drain in here as well, which is part of his weapon. So we have 10% life drain, 10 vitality here. So both of those important stats are on there. So I don't really think that we counter it absolutely. That it's like dead in the water just because there is a Cure Lock Dunling on the bot. But certainly you have to be prepared that your Baelran just won't survive that easily. So that is something that could do. I then tried around a little bit with the heal and with some other teams that don't really rely on that. I added Rainier, which I thought was kind of interesting just because you have the option here to have dynamic balance, and this reduces the switched allies position damage taken by 25%, makes him more tanky. And then in theory you could get the heal from dynamic balance, which every time the enemy that is swapped is hit, you basically restore a ton of HP. But the thing is, this counts as heal from Rainier, I think. So would only heal him when the Dundinger is not active. So that is something to keep in mind. Added Skalita on top of that. Yeah, so the problem in this situation is just that we got absolutely blocked there by the Igor. And you can see how much HP he still restores. The best way to see it, by the way, the real HP bar is at the bottom. So for him to go in the celestial form, this bar has to fill up. And once this fills up, we get a ton of damage. But of course, like we're kind of fighting between restoring HP and losing HP at the same time. And we kind of want to get to an ult. And if we get to an ult in this position, we are probably good. But it's all a question. But really, the fights last fairly long still at this position. Athalia is now going to nuke him, but we get the swipe with the Skalita. So you can see it can still work, and as soon as the Dundinger is gone, we get some pretty decent heal. We have the heal and everything up, and you can see how much this guy can tank. And I think that is really like the potential. That is, I think this just has shown the potential of this hero. Really, we don't really have any skills up. We don't have anything crazy going on. You see how much HP he's healed himself, how much damage he has really taken in this battle, how much damage he has also dealt in this battle. And combining all of that, I think not only is it that we have a hero here that is really, really interesting and can be really, really strong, but there is still so much more that we can do. I saw some people talk about other interesting combinations they really want to try. I mean, we have many supporters. We have Lawson, we have Hugin, we have all of that. One particular one that I thought was kind of interesting was actually to go with Gerda and go to do the Gerda combination, which I think I have to do experiments. We have to do a whole lot more experiments. I just want to get this gameplay out, show you, okay, this is what the hero does. It can be pretty cool. And I will go for a bit more. Gerda heal could be really interesting, but we have to see about this. One thing that has surprised me, and I want to like point this out as a little bit of an opinion, is how rarely in those PvP matches you really see him enter the celestial form. I thought this was like, okay, we quickly boost him up to this celestial form and then he is there, but it's really like, I think throughout the battles that we've done, we've only seen him in a celestial form once, because there's a pretty specific animation and it looks fairly cool, but I don't think we've even seen this in too many battles. And I think that is kind of insane if we think about it, because like his Mythic Plus really works around that, works around the celestial form. So it will be interesting. I mean, right now I feel like the heal is tough to do. Maybe there is like a combination. Like heal now has value. That's really, really interesting. I mean, you wouldn't want to go ahead and probably do something like the Graveborn skill to him, where you really reduce a ton of HP. But like just being able to quickly heal him up now has a ton of value. So I'm definitely looking forward to how this works out, and I wanna try a few more things with him. I wanna try how it works with blocked HP, like if not so blocks HP, what happens to him. And this will be a whole lot of experimenting. I don't know if we can make a live stream around it, but tell me what you think about Baelran down in the comments below. And yeah, with that, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe leave a subscription. If you want, check out our partner Lootbar. The link is down in the description. You can buy the cheapest dragon crystals for all of AFK Journey there if you want to prepare for Baelran or something. I recommend the lock-in top-up, by the way. And with that, I wish you a great day. We'll see us in the next one.